traffic lights no longer have sound. I've noticed recently. When you click the button and it comes up, lights up, wait, and you wait there patiently for the green man. And when the green man comes up, I used to hear this beep 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 sound. It was for the blind, I think, so they knew when to cross the road. And in recent years, I've noticed less traffic lights have that function, and I can't think of why they take that away. It's not really fair to blind people, is it? They can never ever cross the road again. Yeah. Eventually, anyway, when they do stop it on every single traffic light, which is certainly what it looks like they're heading towards. Where does that leave the blind to just constantly having to be on one side of the road, unable to get to the other? Yeah. Sometimes you can't help it. You'll need to cross the road, or you just be walking in a big circle. Yeah. Maybe say you're on a square. Yeah, like the Americans call it. They call it blocks, don't they? Which I don't mean a big block. I just mean a square of land with resident houses in the patch. In order to get off that, you'd have to cross a road. Yeah. And they wouldn't be able to, because they wouldn't know when's safe to cross and when's not. And it got me thinking, where does that leave blind people? Does that mean that they can never get a house on a block? They now have to live, in a self-contained area with a shop that's on the same side of the road as they are. Is the only conclusion I can come to. Or maybe it was more dangerous than it was helpful. You never know. I always thought that if a blind person was waiting at the traffic lights and they pushed the button, and there just happened to be a doctor next to them with a pager, I always thought to myself, what if that went off? And they're quite similar in tone, aren't they? They both beep. They'd just be stood at a traffic light, with his cane and his sunglasses on. You know what blind people tend to look like. I don't mean to, put them all in the same group, but it's a stereotype for a reason. Yeah. So he's waiting at the traffic lights, and along comes, Dr. Blake. We'll call him Dr. Blake. Waiting to cross the road. Just next to the blind guy, just both waiting there together. And there's still a red man, there's no green man, but Dr. Blake gets a page through, beep 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 beep. All of a sudden, blind guy thinks it's good to go, thinks it's the green man, ventures across and gets struck down. And the doctor can't help because he's already on a call. He's off going to his other patient. So he wouldn't be able to help, because that's one way you could get around it. I suppose you could say, well, there's a doctor on site already, so don't worry about it. It'd be fine. But he's off somewhere else anyway, isn't he? So he can't help. And it just takes one incident like that, doesn't it, to make the government go, oh, we'll have to pull it. It's not working anymore, obviously. It's just, we have to pull the the beeping sounds from green lights is too dangerous. Yeah, it's less beneficial, and puts blind people at risk of getting run over, if anything. Which is, the very purpose of it was to stop that from happening, and it's proved that it actually could increase the chance of that happening. So let's pull it. That's it. It's game over. It's the end of days for a beep sound to traffic lights. And still, all things must pass. It does leave the question open to how blind people cross the road now. Yeah, I wonder how they make it work. There must be something, some service. Maybe guide dogs are now trained to smell a green man or something. I don't know, but or like I said before, maybe they just put in self-contained areas with no roads. So that would eliminate the risk of them getting run over. That's probably a good idea, actually. Just, if that isn't the answer to it, just open up a big area for them and just put them all in there. And, everyone's blind, and there are no roads, so it's it's safe. Yeah. I'll have to think about that a bit more. Look it up or something. But if that's not the case, then something has to be done, because otherwise, how'd you get out and about if you're blind? I'll have a think, and it's probably fine. There probably is something out there for blind people to cross traffic lights, but it's if there is, it's not blatantly obvious. If I was blind, I wouldn't know about it. Food for thought, I suppose.